some innovative and exciting ways for them to bust through those limits. Olivia, welcome back.
Thank you so much, Shelley. At the end of the day, we need to improve the learning experience of students because we know a lot of it has been so geared towards the standardized tests. I'm a teacher, I'm in the classroom, and I'm saying there's got to be a way for me to get students to think before I start teaching them something. And so I came up with these quick tasks that take about 5 to 7 minutes for students to do, but
And I'm glad that the research supports the fact that when kids figure it out on their own, it stays with them longer.
Curiosity. The sweet sound of curiosity coming into the classroom, allowing students to make their brains hurt a little bit, because I felt that all teachers, one of our biggest jobs is to make students' brain hurt a little bit every time they come to our class. One of the concepts of social studies is being able to understand and analyze world history and cultures, right? So I would come up with something like, what is one thing from your past that you feel you will always remember and why?
Oh, okay.
So they're thinking about, I get to connect with my students now because they're going to bring up things from their past. They're going to talk to me. And then we're going to talk about, how does the past relate to our futures? I think we underestimate the potential in students because we're so focused on outcomes. We don't think about the input. What's the input? What's the learning? How do we measure the learning? Y'all so focused on the outcome. Y'all can focus on what is going into it. Our real challenge for teachers in our trainings is facilitating the discussion. So after they do something, now you have to go around and you have to kind of sit back and facilitate a discussion. And that's real hard, especially if you're like in a math classroom where you're used to just modeling. Most of us just learn from a person standing on the board and just write. When they write their words, they remember them. So one of the whole purpose of the summary is to summarize what did we learn in the inquiry task and what the aha moment was. This is me pulling it out, and it should be written on a whiteboard or a chalkboard. And I have them put that in their notebook. And you know what they feel? They feel like they're in a community. They feel that my teacher took the time to engage and summarize what we were learning right now. She didn't just do something at her house this weekend. We're talking about reimagining the classroom. Well, how do we reimagine the classroom? We got to be strategic in our professional development. And one of the biggest challenges and pain points for a lot of school administrators is professional development. It's like you got to do it, but how strategic is it? How well out is it? Do you have like a 2-year plan? Do you have modules and courses lined up for at least 2 years with deliverables and things that you want to observe differently in the classroom? It's a whole process. So what else is out there that I don't know? And that's what we want to put in students. What else is there besides this? There is more out there than besides this. And if you can't find what you want, baby, you can create it. What is the main thing? And my main thing is I got to get these kids to think. I got to get them to be productive. I got to discipline them. And discipline doesn't mean just crack the whip out. Discipline is work ethic. Like, be responsible. Do something, have accountability, because that's how you're going to make it in life and tweak it. So, and I think if we get more teachers wanting to be researchers in their classroom, being more of a facilitator, not feeling like they got to carry all of the load, and stop complaining, stop saying what this person don't, the learning experience, we can control that. We can still make that, a positive experience, and we can bring joy to learning. And when you have fun, when you yourself as an adult can find joy in participating in a PD, when you can feel like it's interactive, it's contagious. That it spreads like gangrene, and you go back and you don't even feel like you're working. And that's